one of my HiTop style guitars, number 472. And it's semi-hollow. It's kind of thick. It's got a big empty space through here, and then a block under the bridge. And the top is poplar, painted poplar. The core is Doug fir, and then we have some western cedar on the back. Maple neck, straight Fender style maple neck with a maple fretboard, 12-inch radius, Jescar 47 104 frets, Delrin nut 111/16, and then down here we have my Type 13 single coil silver foil, very clean sounding, very 60s sound. Kind of a surf guitar, you'd say. And when they are played together, they're hum canceling, right? Volume, tone. And then the bridge on this is my own fabricated Dan Electro style, which is really a brilliant type of bridge. Just the way they work, the way they set up, I mean, people get excited, like, well, how do I adjust the intonation? Well, first of all, it intonates fine. Second of all, how often do you adjust the intonation on your guitar, and do you really know how to? What matters is it is intonated, right? That's really what matters, and it's intonated. And it's really cool to look at. It's really functional. You can lift it up, you can drop it down. I like these things, and it's all aluminum. I think aluminum is a superior metal for a bridge, more so than stainless is really bright, brass is still pretty bright, zinc is kind of dead, and most all the average guitar bridges out there are made out of zinc, and it's not. You got to get real metal. Aluminum has a nice warm quality to it, and it just spreads the tone evenly across it, so you don't have really big spikes, you don't have really low, dead things. It's just the perfect bridge material, in my opinion. So I don't make, or I haven't made too many regular guitars in a while, because nobody wants them. I can't compete with $1,500 production guitars that are coming from God knows where, that are all shiny and perfect looking. This is one of a kind, handmade instrument. I can't give them away, so my prices are going to be more than what the average Joe thinks they should be paying for something like this. So that's why I don't make too many of them. But every now and then I'll make one, just because I like making them, and my intention is to get them into the hands of people who actually play them. And it's a lot harder thing to do than you might expect, because, like I just said, the competition for electric guitars, and the history of electric guitars, is they're widgets that come out of factories. It's not like the acoustic guitars or violins or anything like that, where the handmade quality of it is something people want and enjoy. Electric guitar is basically a throwaway instrument from the beginning, and it kind of still is. People still kind of expect it to be, just a Tele-Strat or Les Paul that's been hammered out in some factory somewhere, and that's good enough. And fine, there's plenty of those out there. That's not what I'm interested in. And guys like me, that's not what we're interested in. We're interested in elevating the quality of the instrument beyond just a factory widget, which is the tradition and history of them. So it's kind of a tough nut to crack, because we can't give these things away, right? We can. It takes time to make these things. So my prices are pretty damn reasonable for something like this. But I can't make very many of these anymore, because there's just a lack of interest. So I've been making more and more of my more art guitars, I guess you'd call them, which are pushing the boundaries even farther out for electric guitars, because that's really what I'm interested in and what I enjoy doing more so than just, you know, I love making these things, but I get so frustrated with the fact that they just sit around, collect dust, or they go into somebody's collection and they sit in a case and nobody ever plays them. It's sad. So this is probably one of the last of, you know, regular guitar type guitars that I'm gonna make for a while. I'll still chip out a couple more, but for the most part, I've moved on. I'm going back to the crazy stuff. But if you want a really nice guitar, this is it. HiTop number 472.